Now, the strategy that the world actually runs on. This is how billionaires fund their entire lifestyle without ever paying taxes. So walk through this with me. Let's say that you put $1 million into the S&P 500 10 years ago. Today, it's worth $2.5 million. You could sell $100,000 a year to live on it in retirement, but every time you sell, you pay capital gains taxes on the difference. A huge chunk of your money gone every single year. Alternatively, you could borrow against it. You go to your brokerage and say, I have $2.5 million in stocks. Loan me $100,000 against that. They say, yes, no problem. You can use that $100,000 to pay your living expenses. You pay maybe 6 or 7% in interest per year on the loan. Meanwhile, your $2.5 million is still in the market, still growing. If the market grows at 10% and your loan costs you 7%, you're still coming out ahead. And the biggest piece, you didn't pay taxes. That 20% that went away in the previous scenario doesn't go away here. You borrow the money instead of earning it. Now, the part that most people miss, it's like when you die, the people that are inheriting your money, like your kids or whoever you're leaving your money to, they get what's called step up in basis. In English, what that means is, let's say you bought a stock at $1 million, it grew to $2.5 million, and you never sold it. When you die, your kids inherit it as if they bought it at $2.5 million. And that $1.5 million gain that happened, never taxed. That's why the wealthy never sell. You don't have to be a billionaire to use some version of this strategy. If you own a home that's gone up in value, you can borrow against it instead of selling it. If you have a stock portfolio, most brokerages will let you borrow against it at a low rate. Selling isn't your only option. And for most assets that keep growing, it might not even be the smart option.